Hi, my name is Miss Grace. I'm an instructor here at Orange Easel. We are a children's art studio located in downtown Liberty, Missouri. We have students that range from toddler all the way up through adult. We even have online classes and birthday parties. The birthday party is what's going on behind me. We let them throw paint at the wall. It's a big, fun, messy thing that you wouldn't want to have at home, but it's great to come here and do it. I could go on further about the studio, but I'm betting most of you guys didn't click on this to hear about the studio. I'm betting you clicked here because you wanted to see how to paint a cow. I got you. But first, we need to change locations. That'll get you moving. Miss Grace, you are so lame. Well, you're not wrong. This is Leveling Up Art with Miss Grace. So one of my students requested that I paint a cow. Have you ever painted a cow before? No. I ended up painting a cow 3 times. Twice before class and once during class. This is my first cow. This is my second cow. This is my third cow. I thought my first version of the cow was great, but I also thought it was a little bit aspirational. So I wanted to come up with a version of the cow that was really broken down into shapes. Let's go ahead and watch a time lapse of that second cow being painted, and then we'll take a moment and draw out those shapes so that you can start figuring out your cow painting. All right, so I'm starting out by mapping out where my shapes are. I know you can't see it very well. And then I'm using it as if it's a color by number. I'm just using really bright colors that I know are going to show up really well against each other. Now, this is something I probably shouldn't have done. I outlined before I did my background. You should do that the opposite when you do yours. And then I'm going through and I'm putting in a few highlights. I'm adding my roses. The roses, you start from the darker colors and move your way to the lighter colors. And then just for fun, I added some patterns. And here we have a perfectly serviceable cow. Something that I found in painting these 3 cows, I know, vast amount of experience there, but what I did learn is that cows easily shift into different animals, and especially because I'm doing the nose the way I'm doing it, paired with the floppy ears, it tends to look a little bit pig-like. Now, that said, on the first painting I did, I had a problem where it kind of looked like a puppy, and I think that was mainly because I was going off of a younger version of a cow when I painted that one, and then I tried to age it up after the fact. I will show you that time lapse now. Wait, didn't you say that you were going to show us how to draw the shapes of a cow? You are not wrong. I will do that now, and then I will show you a time lapse. So for my cow, I'm going to start out with an upside down pear or a light bulb shape. That's just our main focus here. Then I'm going to do like a sideways jelly bean for our muzzle, mouth, whatever you want to call it. Second layer just to make it look like a happy cow. I'm adding horns, which are just kind of a dysfunctional upside down ice cream cone and a little hump in the center. Then I'm adding happy ears. I have them pointing up on both sides. I'm going to find my eyeballs. My eyeballs are all the way at the sides of the head, not like we're working on a person. And then I'm going to do kind of a squiggle down the center. That's our cow markings. Make it even on both sides. And then I'm going to do a brow above both of those eyes. Next is the nostrils. A pointy nostril would look more cow-like. That said, I didn't make my nostrils come to a point. I'm only throwing that out there because I know sometimes you tend to look at yours and say, looks a little bit piggish. That might be one of the things to change. Miss Grace, that's way too easy. That's cool. Let me show you how to level it up. So when I started my first cow, I was planning on doing the whole thing in black and white, which wasn't a bad jumping point to start from. So here I am going through my grayscale and adding all those lightest lights and darkest darks, finding all the in-betweens and just layering up my cow slowly. I ultimately ended up adding color to it. So I've got my blue background going, and then I'm just finding how to make my cow pop off of that background a little bit. I'm adding my flowers. It's the exact same as last time. Start with your darks, slowly add in medium pinks and lighter pinks all the way to the bright white. And then I'm adding a little bit of color to that fur, and I'm adding some horns just so it doesn't look quite so much like a puppy. I should have waited for that to dry first, but I didn't. And then I'm adjusting that muzzle because the muzzle also looks a little bit puppy, so I'm making it a little bit wider, and I'm adding a little bit of pink to it. At this point, you should have a pretty good idea of how to paint a cow. This is the one I painted during class that day, which is kind of somewhere in between both of those other ones. I don't have a time lapse of that one, but I thought maybe you'd like to see some of the artwork that our students made. Our students are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have something that you would like me to paint in the future, feel free to leave it in the comments. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. They are probably in neither of these places that I'm pointing because they're usually like down here, I don't know, somewhere in there. But click all the things. We like that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.